Hey everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Dwayne Thomas. I am the author of Visual Latin and WordUp, which you can find linked down below. And we are working our way through first year Latin by Robert Henle. We are in chapter 2, exercise 14. Here, Mr. Henle wants us to translate these sentences into Latin. So we're going to analyze them first and parse them, and then we'll translate them into Latin. Number one, the Christians, subject of the sentence, nominative case. What are they doing? They're praising, verb. Whom are they praising? They're praising the Son. The Son receives the action and is the direct object. In the accusative case, of is a preposition. Of Mary, object of the preposition. Of Mary, prepositional phrase, genitive case. Okay, so we now have it all parsed and labeled. So down here we would type in Christiani, because it's the Christians, plural, Christians, they praise. Laudant, because it's they praise. We're using the in-t ending there at the end of laudo, laudas, laudat, laudamos, laudatus, laudant. Laudant means they praise. We're going to make that the end of the sentence. So we'll put son in here. They praise the Son. So we take the word filius and we change it to filium. And they praise the Son of Mary. We take Mary, Maria, and we change her to the genitive Mariae. Christiani filium Mariae laudant. Might help to have the folder up. Okay, let's go over to sentence 2. Number 2, Mary sees the Son of God. Mary, subject of the sentence. What's she doing? She's seeing, that's in the present tense. She sees the Son, direct object. Accusative case. She sees the Son of preposition, of whom, God, object of the preposition. She sees the Son of God, prepositional phrase, genitive case. All right, let's translate this. So we have Mary, and she sees. If we go to the chart and we go up to video vedere, which is going to act like moneo monere. Here we have moneo, I see. If we went down, we'd have mones, you see, monet, he shirit. I'm sorry, let me back up. Moneo, I warn, mones, you warn, monet, he shirit warns. We're going to use this ending, and we're going to replace monet with vide. So video, vides, videt. He, she, or it sees. So Mary, well, that would actually be Maria videt. She sees. In the restored classical pronunciation, people are going to say Maria videt. Okay, see, she sees the Son of God. We don't need to do anything with the article adjectives because Latin doesn't have any article adjectives, so we'll eliminate that. She sees the Son. So back to the charts. If we look at equus and pretend it's filius, then we have filius, son, filii of the Son, filio, the Son, filium, direct object, accusative case, the Son. So she sees the Son, would be Maria filium videt, and she sees the Son of God. Put that back up. So if we had Deus here, and we wanted to say of God, we'd say Deus is God, Dei of God. So Maria filium Dei videt. Maria filium Dei videt. Sentence 3, Christians praise the victory of Christ. Christians, subject of the sentence, what are they doing? They're praising, verb. What are they praising? They're praising the victory, direct object, accusative case. And they're praising the victory of, preposition of whom, Christ, object of the preposition, the victory of Christ, prepositional phrase, genitive case. Okay, so we already have Christiani here, we'll move that down. Christiani, we already have they praise, we'll move that down. Christiani laudant, and then we're going to take the word Victoria, or in classical pronunciation, Victoria, and we're going to make that accusative. So we'll go over here and pretend this is not via or via, but pretend it's Victoria, and we are going to be looking at the accusative singular, so it's going to be this one right here, Victoriam, Victoriam, Christiani, Victoriam. And then what was the rest of our sentence? They praised the victory of Christ. Okay, so Christiani Victoriam, and then we have Christus is Christ, And if we pretend it was not equus here, but Christus, we would say they praise the victoriam. Christus becomes in the genitive case Christi. Christiani victoriam Christi laudant. I have my windows open and there are wind chimes sounding in the background. So if you hear that, that's what you're hearing. Okay, Mary praises God. Mary, subject to the sentence. What is she doing? She praises, verb. Whom does she praise? She praises God, direct object, accusative case. So then our sentence is going to be Maria, subject to the sentence, nominative case, Maria. She praises. So we'll take laudant, but we need to rearrange things. Let's go to the charts. So let's pretend we don't have vocal here. Let's pretend we have laudo here. So she praises. Laudo, I praise. Laudas, you praise. Laudat, he, she, it praises. So we're going to say Maria laudat. And I believe she's praising God. Yep, Maria praises God. Mary praises God. So if we scroll back down here, we would have Deus. And if Deus receives the action, Deum. So Maria Deum laudat. Number 5. God praises the glory of Christ. God, subject to the sentence, nominative case. What's he doing? He praises, verb. He praises what? He praises glory, direct object, accusative case, of, preposition, of whom, Christ, object of the preposition, of Christ, prepositional phrase, genitive case. The is an article adjective. We don't need that anymore. God praises the glory of Christ. So God in the nominative case would be Deus. And he praises, we already have laudat here, he praises. And victoriam or victoriam, we're going to change to glory. And of Christ is going to be in the genitive case, Christi. Deus gloriam Christi laudat. Deus gloriam Christi laudat. God praises the glory of Christ. All right, number 6. Christ praises the friends of Mary. Christ, subject to the sentence. What does he do? He praises, verb. Whom does he praise? He praises the friends, direct object, accusative case. He praises the friends of, preposition, of whom, Mary, object of the preposition, of Mary, prepositional phrase, genitive case. Christ is in the nominative case. I don't think we have that in the nominative case, so let's go over here and look at the charts. So pretend we don't have equus, pretend we have Christus, so that first sentence is going to be Christus, or that first word is going to be Christus. Okay, so Christ, what did we say he was doing? He's praising. Yeah, he praises the friends of Mary. We've already seen laudat multiple times. He praises. Christus laudat. Let's go look at amicus. So if you have all friends that are female, you would say amicae. And then if he praises the friends, it would be amicas. If you have all friends that are male, a male friend is amicus. So if he were praising all his male friends, it would be amicos. And whenever you have a mixed group, we default to masculine. So here we're going to say Christus amicos laudat. So Christ praises the friends. Whose friends is he praising? He's praising the friends of Mary. Okay, so for Mary, we're going to go over here and pretend this is not via, but Maria. And of Mary would be Mariae in the genitive case, or some people will say Mariae. Mariae, Mariae. Christus amicos, amicos Mariae laudat. All right, number 7. The servants of Mary praise Christ. Servants, subject to the sentence, nominative case. What are they doing? They're praising, verb. Whom are they praising? They're praising Christ, direct object, accusative case. And these are the servants of, preposition, of Mary, object of the preposition, the servants of Mary, prepositional phrase, genitive case. The is an article adjective. We don't need that. So the servants, we'll go over here and look at servus and pretend we don't have equus here. We'll pretend we have servus. And we said the servants, nominative case. So it's plural nominative. Everything on this side is singular. Everything on this side is plural. So it's plural nominative. So we would say servi. All right, so the slaves or the servants. And what are they doing? They're praising Christ. Okay, so they praise. We've seen this multiple times already. We'll change vita to or vita to laudant. Some people say videt, some people say videt. Servi laudant. Okay, so we have the servants praise. They're praising Christ. So we take the word Christus, pretend we don't have equus here, pretend we have Christus. They're praising Christ, direct object, accusative case. And there's only one singular side, so Christum. So servi Christum laudant. And they are praising, it's the servants of Mary. Okay, so we take Mary and we pretend we don't have via here, but Maria, and we say of Mary would be Mariae or Mariae. Servi Mariae or servi Mariae Christum laudant. We've got that already up here, so let's copy that. Okay, that's number 7. Number 8. The friends of God praise Mary. Friends, subject to the sentence, nominative case. What are they doing? They're praising, verb. Whom are they praising? They're praising Mary, direct object, accusative case. Whose friends? The friends of, preposition of God, object of the preposition. The friends of God, prepositional phrase, genitive case. So down here, let's go to the charts actually. Let's pretend we don't have equus here, but instead we have amicus here, which means the friend. And we're going to make it amici, the friends. So this is number 8, amici. Amici, the friends of God. We've seen that before. Yep, here we have Maria filium Dei videt. Mary sees the Son of God. So we'll pull Dei down, amici Dei, the friends of God. They praise. We've seen that multiple times. They praise. Now we'll take Maria, and we're going to go over here and pretend that we have Maria here instead of via. And in the accusative case, singular, because we're only talking about one Mary, it's going to be Mariam. Amici Dei Mariam laudant. Amici Dei Mariam laudant. Number 9, the sailors do not praise the victory of the slaves. Sailors, subject to the sentence, nominative case. They do not praise. Okay, this is a little different. Here we have a verb phrase. When we have more than one word in the verb, it's a verb phrase. Here we just have a verb praise. Here we have a verb sees. Here we have the verb praises. Here we have the verb praises. Here we have the verb praises. Here we have the verb praise, but these are all one word, so it's just the verb. But down here we have the verb do not praise, which is a verb phrase. So when we have a verb phrase, I underline the whole verb phrase. We have do not praise. Praise is the main verb. Do is a helping verb. Some people will call it an auxiliary verb. And then not is always an adverb, and I always circle adverbs. But the whole thing, do not praise, is the verb phrase. So the sailors do not praise the victory, direct object, accusative case. They do not praise the victory of, preposition, of whom, the slaves, object of the preposition, of the slaves, prepositional phrase, genitive case. The is an article adjective, the is an article adjective, the is an article adjective. The sailors do not praise the victory of the slaves. We also, at this point in Latin, do not translate helping verbs, so we're also going to get rid of do. So what we're really going to translate is sailors not praise victory of slaves. Sailors not praise victory of slaves. Okay. The word for sailor in Latin is nauta. It's going to act like via. So we're going to go from the singular side over here to the plural side because it's in the nominative case, subject of the sentence, nominative case. So it's going to be on the plural side. So naute. What number are we on? 9? Is it 9? Yeah. So we'll go to naute, number 9. And what are they doing? They do not praise. So that's easy. We're just going to put naute non laudant. We're going to pull praise down. Naute non laudant. Okay, so we have the sailors do not praise. We're going to put laudant at the end of the sentence. So let's grab victory from a sentence above. We saw victory in sentence 3. So naute victoriam non laudant, so they don't praise the victory. And they don't praise the victory of the slaves. So here, let's pretend we don't have equus. Let's pretend we have servus. So servus means slave, servi of the slave, servo to the slave, servum the slave, servo by or with or from the slave, servi the slaves, servorum is of the slaves. So servorum, or in the restored classical pronunciation, some people would say servorum, but there we go. We have naute victoriam servorum or servorum non laudant. Naute victoriam servorum non laudant. Number 10, Mary sees the glory of God and the victory of Christ. Mary, subject of the sentence, nominative case. What are we saying about Mary? She sees, verb. What does she see? She sees the glory, direct object, accusative case. She sees the glory of, preposition, of whom, of God, object of the preposition, of God, prepositional phrase, genitive case. And conjunction, she also sees the victory, direct object, accusative case. She sees the victory of, preposition, of whom, Christ, object of the preposition, the victory of Christ, prepositional phrase, genitive case. The article adjective, we don't need to translate those. So what we'll end up translating is Mary sees glory of God and victory of Christ. Mary is the subject of the sentence, so we'll just actually leave that. Maria videt. So we'll go here and pretend we don't have vocal, I call, but vido. Now actually, let's go here to the second declension side. So let's pretend we don't have moneo, I warn, but we have video, I see. Vides, you see. Videt, he, she, it sees. So Maria videt. I think it's videt. She sees, and then she sees the glory. We'll go back to the nouns. Pretend this is not via, pretend this is gloria. And it's a direct object accusative case and it's singular. So she sees the gloriam. We're going to use that am ending. Maria gloriam. And Mary sees the glory of God and the victory of Christ. So she sees the gloriam, and let's go ahead and get victory as well. She sees victoriam. It's going to act just like viam here. Et victoriam, also direct object, accusative case, singular. And let's get rid of non. So now we have Maria gloriam et victoriam videt. Mary sees the glory and the victory, and we just need of God. So we'll go here to Deus, act like it's Deus. Deus would be God, Dei would be of God. Maria gloriam et victoriam Dei videt. Okay, Mr. Henle tricks us here. He gives us two sentences, but he disguises it as one. Number 11. God, subject to the sentence, what is he doing? He sees, verb. He sees what? He sees the earth, direct object, accusative case. The article adjective, don't need that. He, subject to the sentence. He sees, verb. He sees what? He sees forests, direct object, accusative case. Article adjective, don't need that. Okay, so God in the nominative is Deus. He sees the earth. We actually have teram right there. Teram videt. Actually, our sentence is there. Deus teram videt. God sees the earth. And then he sees the forests. We haven't actually learned the word for he yet in Latin. We'll learn that later. So for now, we're just going to include it with the verb videt. So we would just put videt here again. And then we just need forests. Sorry. Then we just need forests. So we go over here and we look at via and we pretend it's Silva. This is where we get the words Transylvania, Pennsylvania, Sylvester, and Sylvia. We pretend it's Silva, and he's seeing the forests. So we know it's going to be on the plural side. And it is accusative. It's a direct object because he sees the forests, right? The forests receive the action. So we know it's going to be accusative. So it's going to be this one right here. Silvas videt. Or you could say Silvas videt if you're using the restored classical pronunciation. Okay, guys, and that is it for exercise 14. If it's too fast and you're watching this video, you can always click on the little gear symbol in the lower corner and you can slow things down. And of course, you can always pause and view and repeat if you need to, if you're struggling with any of these concepts. One of the nice things about Mr. Henle's books is that it's highly repetitive, and he uses simple vocabulary. So you keep seeing these patterns over and over again. It's kind of a nice way to learn the patterns. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.